All right, let's see if we can get this figured out. This gets pretty detailed. It's always in the details, and sometimes they don't go in enough details, unfortunately.
Right? Go down here.
Or any of those stable coins, which you mentioned before.
Any of the stable coins as well, right? But again, remember, if you have them, you have to have some Ethereum, right? And then from there, you would just put in how many you want in there. And I know I don't have one Ethereum in there, one. But that's what you would do is put one in there, hit swap, your gas, right? And then you'd pay the gas, confirm, and it will be sitting in your wallet. You're a proud owner of M2, right? Another cool thing I want.
No, they had to select the M2. They had to pay the gas on it and the amount of Ethereum they wanted to exchange for the M2. There you are, and that's a DeFi coin, I believe.
People to see, because we had people asking, well, what do you mean? I'm stuck. I can't get out of here. Very easy. See these two arrows? And a lot of this stuff is being worked on. Will change, and it'll be more user-friendly, so you understand. But flipping it, you just hit these two arrows. See how Starwire and all them are up there now? USDC here. You would pick M2, right? Leave through Ethereum. Swap. Your M2 will turn into Ethereum. You're good to go.
Leave through Ethereum and swap. I don't know what swap is. I just clear out of the system. I don't know.
Go. Okay? It's all very simple, the system we got over here, right? And it, just kind of touching on how awesome our developers are and what they've done, you go to Starwire, just adding liquidity, right? This is DeFi over here, okay? And I'm not going to get too deep because I know that's probably maybe sometimes that people are not even aware of what we're doing over here. This is kind of in depth, but what over here is very cool because we're becoming like venture capitalists over here. But one button, right? All you would do is put how many Ethereum, hit add liquidity, it would show up. So let's see if I put 0.005 because I have that much. 0.005. So now, see the numbers pop up? I'd add liquidity. It would open up MetaMask. And now I am inside of decentralized financing. I'm in DeFi. So I'm earning rewards of my money being staked. And these two assets going up and down, they're going up right now in a great way. But also at the same time, I'll be earning seeds. And those seeds I'll plant into farms and get rewards of these cryptocurrencies, right? And guess what? The beautiful part is I didn't spend any money. I didn't spend any money to do what I just showed you real there. All they're doing is taking seeds for their cryptocurrencies. So that's a very unique way of earning and yielding cryptocurrencies. 3 ways to get crypto. Trade it, which we're doing with M2. You can mine it, which most people do with Bitcoin and Ethereum, where you need these huge server farms and all this expensive cooling systems and things like that. Or you can do this, and which we love over here because we've done very well, and that's called DeFi and yield farming. Awesome places. Awesome thing to be doing. So that's
DeFi and yield farming is where they're making their big bucks. Gotta learn more about that.
pretty much it, Tim. I think that's kind of a little overview of what's all going on there.
Yep, that should make everyone very comfortable. Now, you don't have to take this video and do it alone by yourself.
Yes.
We will set it up meetings and walk you through from start to finish if you want. Yep. But I think that you can get the basics down of setting up your Coinbase and then setting up the MetaMask, and we'll help you transfer that over, making sure that you take the right steps and make sure you're following it easy. Because once you do it a couple times, obviously that's with anything. You do it a couple times and it becomes second nature. But when you're moving money, whether $100 is a lot for you or it's $100,000, it's all very important to do the steps properly and take your time, and then not be nervous. There's a lot of people that have done it, but if you're rushing, we have had people donate money to space, and I'm not talking about Elon Musk or anything. It's just it's out there,
right?
So yeah, but we're here, and we are the only group that operates in this capacity for the DeFi community to be here and walk people through and make you feel feel comfortable and welcome, and then answer any questions you have. I mean, I've been.
All right, that's good. That's the service they do, which is great. You need to take it slow, you need to have it right, and you need to be with someone that knows what the heck is going on so you don't make any mistakes and end up losing your money, putting it in space, and it's gone. You can't get it back. So you have to do it exactly right. No screw up in copying and pasting, no errors in buttons, or it's gone. It's in the space and it's gone. You can't get it back. And who knows how many millions of dollars have been lost in digital space. It's gone. Eventually, I guess the time will come when they'll be able to retrieve that. I don't know. If that'll ever be corrected, I don't know. Hopefully it will.
We're all here, and everybody's welcome. So,
Yep.
He made a good point. He said, your money should be working harder than you are. Absolutely.
it's great stuff.
Yep. Awesome.
And Greg says, okay, I'll be buying tomorrow without making money the hard way. It's all good. Tomorrow's screen time. Yes, that sounds great. Good job.
That's awesome, Greg. Yeah, especially because it had a little pullback for you, Greg.
What's the best time of day to buy Ethereum?
Well, I would say, because I was looking at gas, and this is average across the board, okay? In the United States, I'd say Friday around midnight. And that's when you're looking at the whole average of gas and all that stuff, that's probably the best, Friday around midnight. But, I can't predict.
Right.
It's just that as they took all the numbers across the board, and it's Friday and Saturday. But just think about it. That's everybody's out there probably spending their, partying, spending their Ethereum. So that's a little lull sometimes is that those days, right? But again, listen, everybody, remember crypto's 24/7. It's humming along at all times. It's not the New York Stock Exchange. It's not the NASDAQ. It's not Monday through Friday. We're 24/7 rolling.
Right. And there was a lot of action last Saturday night because Elon was on SNL,
Yep.
Making jokes and having fun. And people were trying to interpret that for meaning something.
Right.
And things to hit. And the exchanges were busy. And the miners were busy, which means the gas fees go up, which means Saturday night was not a great time to be trading.
Right.
But yeah, that's, it is 24 hours. So just wait for your gas fees to come down and make your moves.
Yeah. And know that the Asian market, when we're sleeping, they're up. That's their day. So listen, you got to catch it. There is really no predicting, but overall, Friday and Saturdays are around midnight are good times.
CJ Money 331 says, what's the plan to launch M2 coin up there in Alaska to get a lot of friends involved? Thanks to my Crescent City friends.
There you go. Yeah, that's right. Crescent City, they represent, man. They pull it. They got a lot of friends, and we appreciate them out there. Because that, like they said, that's like probably the hub of.
It's a good hive out there.
It's a good hive. That's right. But yeah, it is. It's. I know they're still working on it, but just understand what you're talking about. It was CJ, right? Just know probably not a great time to launch when gas is at all-time highs. Just understand that that's kind of some of the things. There's a lot of decisions being made by when you do stuff like that. But yeah, you don't want to do it when doing a trade is like $350. Somebody's putting $1,000 in, and now they got to pull out $350 just for gas. That's kind of rough.
Right. Do you know the average size? The average size of
M2?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
No. I thought I heard that, but I don't know why I want to say like $2,500, but it wasn't a big amount. There's some big heavy hitters that got in, sure, but most of us and most people were putting in, a few $1,000s, 5 or 10, not giant huge amounts of people putting in, 10, 20, 40, 50,000. I think the average size was pretty low. And you can start out, with $1,000 or $1,500, whatever you got.
Yeah.
I was under $5,000 when I started. So
there you go.
You don't have to start with Daddy Warbucks money.
No, I'm sure that's still a couple million of the M2, right?
But I think that's the point I was trying to make, was that when the gas fees are a couple $100, if you're only putting in $1,000 or $1,500, the ratio there is pretty heavy duty. If you're putting in $10,000, $20,000 or whatever, a $300 bill to trade, because that's also to explain that the gas fee is not based on the size of your transaction. You don't pay less because you're putting in $1,000. You pay just the same amount as somebody who's putting in $100,000.
That's
So
exact.
That's a point that we don't want.